Welcome to the podcast. Fancy seeing you here. I'm thankful that you're here. No Jodies, she's got spitty bum.
No way. Don't say that, Hayesy. Although, it's what it is. Even though she'll deny it and say it's just coming out the top end.
Oh, it's just a top end. No, it's not. Gastro doesn't choose which way it comes and which places it doesn't want to come. It goes everywhere.
But if you're a woman, it does. In women, it only is the top.
Yeah, funny that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So filling in for Jodie was newsreader Abby. And Abby, you did a sensational job. Firstly, well done.
Thank you very much. This is my first podcast too, so I'm a little bit nervous.
Okay, don't be nervous. Just take it all in. I gave you a really, really informative piece about how the male genitalia is somehow transforming into larger lengths. What do you think of that?
Probably one of the most hard-hitting news stories I've covered in my career, to be honest.
And this is a lady who knows the really solid headlines.
Very solid headlines.
Yeah, where? Well, gosh, are we relating it back to the story? Oh, boy. Jodies Juice was done very well by you.
Thank you. I'm usually across most things, but I feel like today was easier than what I thought it would be.
Yes. Alec Baldwin was one of the headlines, and also the sex education thing. Can you just educate me on that?
Okay,
again?
so if you've never seen Sex Education, which is a Netflix series, then you need to go home and watch it. So it's basically set all these students who go to this school, and obviously as you're growing up and you're learning about yourself and you're getting into relationships and things like that. But anyway, there's one of the characters, his mum is a sex education, or what's the word?
Like a sex educator?
Well, no, not a sex educator, but she a psychologist, but she specialises in sex stuff.
I was like, are you thinking of a porn star? What's going on here?
Sorry, I've lost it. But yeah, so she specialises in that. So she sort of comes in and tries to help the students through some of their debacles, if that makes sense.
Could have used some of her help back in the day, that's for sure. We played Ask Us Anything as well. And what we did uncover is that one of the questions, have you hooked up with a celebrity? You've had relations or some sort of relations with one of the absolute most elite sportsmen on the planet.
Yep. So when I was in America, may or may not have been kissed on the cheek, which I'm going to claim anyway. I don't care what anyone says. I was kissed on the cheek by Shaquille O'Neal.
The big Aristotle.
The big one. He's
big
huge,
Diesel.
by the way.
Yeah,
he's massive.
Yes.
But anyway, I'm taking that. I'm taking that as a win.
He's very big. All right, podcast. It's all in there. Don't forget as well, we need to give you a code word like we did each and every podcast, like we did yesterday. The code word for today is rhymal, up for grabs, a double pass to Rouge Goes Rogue.
I'm so proud of you. Shows. I didn't think you were going to get that.
I didn't think so either. I was so nervous. All right.
Well done.
That code word is rhymal. Enjoy. Time now, Abby, to cover the really, really hot topics. This is a really solid information piece that popped up on my desk. I'm just going to go straight into it with the headline. This means the average length of a man's has increased over the past 30 years. This is a new study. It's been revealed. You saw this as well.
You always have the most hard-hitting news for me, and I love it. Yeah, I love it. Yes, I did see it.
We're trying to educate here at Nova as well. Not just bang out fresh hits.
No.
But also educate.
Fresh hits and throwbacks, Hayesy.
Exactly right. Producer Sean, welcome. You'll be very intrigued by this conversation.
Well, I came to the world 30 years ago, so yeah, pretty intrigued.
You're prime age for this study.
Prime age.
Research published in the World Journal of Men's Health discovered that the average size of a man's has grown 24% over nearly 3 decades. But while many think the findings are good news, experts warn it's actually a concerning discovery.
Interesting.
Does this make sense to you at all?
Oh, yeah, look, people change over time. How are they saying that we're getting bigger? What's the cause of it?
Well, that's where they're saying it's a little bit concerning, because they're saying, and it's a report from Stanford University, there's a fear that the phallic inflation is due to unhealthy habits like binging junk food or being mostly sedentary or even pollution.
No, I've got to call you out on that. You know the old saying, bigger the belly, little the deli?
No.
It's true.
No one knows that saying.
It's true.
So sorry, just can you analyse that? Go through that again, please?
Yeah, what?
Look, there was a study done multiple years ago that, unhealthy men sometimes have a smaller than average...
Is that because they can't see it?
A smaller than average...
No, it's just because... no, it was a study that was done, so that's why they're trying to encourage men to be healthy. So that's why I don't know if eating junk food is really...
But hello, this study, there's 5,000 people, and it was from 1992 to 2021.
Yeah,
That's a pretty big... Oh, sorry, with over 55... It was 55,000 men.
They did a study, Sean. 5,500 people. Dr. Eisenberg. I was there. He checked me out at the urinal that time.
Yeah, but there's 3.5 billion people, or billion men, sorry, in the world.
I get that, but 75 studies with over 55,000, that's pretty big sample data right there.
That's science, bro.
That's science.
Well, I eat a lot of junk food.
Science. And that is the point, isn't it? Okay, it's my shout. We're going to Hungry Jack's for brekkie.
Book for Holiday U this summer.
Because Aussies act a little different on holiday. More daring, relaxed, and sometimes a bit more fancy.
And What If has all kinds of accommodation to suit your style.
Book your next getaway on the What If app. What If it's Aussie for travel.
The biggest breaking story this town has ever seen. This is huge. This is so juicy.
Jodies Juice.
So we're just going to power through with Jodies Juice. But the thing about it now, Abby, is that we've got someone who's a genuine news gatherer. So this could work.
Well, Jodie's a news gatherer too. She's got her day job that's a journalist with
That's
Ted.
true.
So there you go.
That's very, very true.
But yes, lots in Jodie's Juice. We can't miss it, obviously. It's everything you need to know for your day. First thing I want to talk about is the BAFTAs. So award season is obviously well underway. Crowds were buzzing last night at the Royal Albert Hall in London for the 76 BAFTA Awards. Winners included Austin Butler for his portrayal of Elvis in the self-titled biopic All Quiet on the Western Front, which took out 7 gongs, including the BAFTA for Best Director and Best Original Score and Best Film. All eyes were on Aussie Kate Blanchett, who took out the gong for Best Actress for the role of tortured conductor in Tar. In her emotional speech, Kate said this was a role which could have ended her career. Take a listen.
And the BAFTA goes to Kate Blanchett.
This was really, it did take a lot, and it took me away from you an enormous lot. An enormous lot. I don't know, whatever that means.
Yeah, Kate with a C. Still getting things done.
She actually is wanting to take a break from acting after that movie, so it must have taken a toll on her.
There you go. Best of luck to her.
Next, King's Coronation Concert. This is a big one, and I think producer Sean will be interested in the last little tidbit for this story. In a huge blow for the King, 2 major pop stars have reportedly turned down palace requests to perform at his coronation concert coming up in May. So according to the UK Sun, Adele... Ed Sheeran.
My bad habits lead to late nights and then
were both asked to play at the event in May, but are locked into other commitments which will prevent them from performing. Although Adele has no publicly listed engagements for the day that Ed Sheeran will be in Texas finishing off his World Mathematics Tour, which is currently obviously touring Australia.
Right. So
Yeah.
I thought there was something sinister there. Like Chuck just threw out the bait there and they just went, no thanks, mate.
But imagine, okay, I get Ed Sheeran, he's already with concerts, but like Adele, would you not, the King wants you to perform for him, would you not quickly, let me just check my diary and reschedule a few things?
You'd think so, but I don't know. Is he not liked over there? That's what I'm reading.
Yeah, I think we're getting to that point in society where people are getting over the royal family.
Oh, don't tell me. I don't want to live in a world where we don't obsess over the royal family.
I will
not have it.
I cried when the Queen died. Anyway.
Oh, did you?
Anyway, it was weird. It was weird. But music to producer Sean's ears. The Spice Girls are in crunch talks to reunite for the gig at the coronation. So that's big news there.
Didn't producer Sean just come to life? Because as we know, he's a president of the Spice Girls fan club back in high school.
His little eyes just sparkled alive.
Yes, they're literally glittering as we speak.
All right, and the last thing we've got to talk about, obviously, is the train wreck that is MAFS. Just when you thought it couldn't get any better, the experiment has welcomed 2 new couples to the show. Self-confessed control freak Tasmanian Taylor isn't a fan of compromise and is in dire need of the experts' help.
Just a little heads up about me. I can be explosive. My first and biggest trigger is this. I can't bear the thought of my partner not defending me in public, even if they don't agree with my words and actions. I'm happy to have a discussion privately if they don't agree with me, but I really need my partner to stand by me. Secondly, I have always had a problem with authority, and I don't like being told what to do. So I'm hoping as my husband, you wouldn't presume to tell me what to do. Let's hope these aren't points of contention for us.
I've always had a problem with authority. Just bad girl from the apple aisle.
I hate being told what to do. Now, Taylor's match is nice guy Hugo. He was really positive, and the experts think this is just what she needs. Taylor did break down on the way to the ceremony while in the limo, though, and says she doesn't want to go through with the wedding. Hugo was none the wiser as he happily waited for his new bride. Once Taylor made it up the aisle, she tells Hugo that she has a goat named after him.
As you do. I think we all saw that coming.
I feel like maybe I should do that. I need a goat and name them after my future husband, and then maybe it'll work out.
Yeah, that'll lock him down,
and that'll
won't
lock
it?
him down. Taylor doesn't seem overly impressed by her husband-to-be, but as they exchange vows, Hugo's beautiful words captivate Taylor and obviously win her over because it's TV.
Oh, there you go.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Hazy's on Miss Daysey.
Yeah, hello, it's Tuesday, 21st of February, you know what it is. You know the drill, let's take a little trip down memory lane. We'll start in 1878. The world's first telephone book was published in Connecticut. Can I ask you as well, producer Zoe, do you even know what a telephone book is?
Yeah.
You youngster.
I've seen people rip them in half.
Yeah, that's about all they're good for these days. Can't believe they were even invented. 1907, Bondi Surf Bathers Lifesaving Club was established in Bondi, Sydney. It is the oldest active surf lifesaving club in the world. And no doubt our forefathers, our beach forefathers back then said, you know what, I can envision an award-winning reality show called Bondi Rescue.
Bondi, what a classic.
That's the end
Still
goal.
Going.
Still
Isn't it one of the longest running Aussie TV shows?
Yeah, you just question if that much actually happens at Bondi Beach. Geez, is there an emergency? Probably not today, boss. Pretty flat here at Bondi. Backpackers doing a bit though.
Yeah, big rip.
1946, the late Alan Rickman was born in London, England. Today would have been his 77th birthday. Happy birthday to you, Slick Rick.
Note that 5 points will be taken from your house for your classmates' cheek.
He's not with us though.
No.
So I didn't hear that. Anyway, 1974, the first instant camera, the Polaroid land camera, was demonstrated at a meeting of the Optical Society of America. And didn't cameras develop nicely?
Didn't they?
From the disposable cameras that we once had. Jeez, I'm showing my age here, Zoe. You didn't know what that is either.
They're trendy.
Shrove Tuesday. It's Pancake Day.
Woo.
2012, the most tosses of a pancake in 1 minute was achieved by Australian Brad Jolly, who managed an astounding 140 tosses at Martin Place in Sydney. Sorry, it's not in my throat. I apologise for the inconvenient pauses.
Finally.
Brad Jolly, though. One of the great tosses. 2021, Novak Djokovic won his 9th Australian Open tennis title in Melbourne.
That's it. Novak Djokovic still unconquered. The ultimate match down under.
And then for a while there, particularly last year, it was Novak v the Australian government. Novak wasn't allowed in, but then he returned, and who won?
Novaks.
The Novaks. Novaks Djokovic. The number one song today in 2006 was a song about Jodies. It's called Irreplaceable.
Oh,
there you
nice.
go. Bye, Beyonce. Good morning.
Jodie and Hazy's Ask Us Anything.
Welcome to you, producer Sean.
Hello.
Oh, you love this, don't you?
This is my favourite segment.
Look at that smirk on his face.
And look, we've got fresh meat.
Yeah. Ask us anything where no question is off limits. What have you got, great man?
Oh, haven't I got this? Well, our first question is from Frank in Marland. I think I know the answer because I've known Abby for a while, but it'd be interesting to know both your answers here. Have either of you two ever hooked up with a celebrity?
Oh, I see what's going on here.
Howdy.
You're trying to get me to...
Well, Hayesy and I share a kiss every morning, so...
What? I've been trying for weeks and I've got nothing.
Every morning about 6 o'clock, just straight. And it's a nice little solid kiss on the forehead to Abby. Good morning. Mwah.
How much time do we have here? Because I do have a little bit of a story.
How many celebrities have you hooked up with?
Okay, so I was over in America. We went to a basketball game in Miami. Didn't realise it was actually the jersey retirement, whatever it is, for Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then I was walking through with one of the girls. I'm walking through one of the hallways, and we weren't actually meant to be in that. We were like, stuff it quick, we'll run through. Anyway, and so then they were trying to sort of like kick us out, like, you girls are not meant to be here, we should pass, blah, blah, blah. And then Shaq's like, hey, because he could hear us talking. And he's like, are you from Australia? I was like, yes. Anyway, so we got talking, and I was like, oh, can we get a photo, blah, blah, blah. Had a photo, and then as we went to leave, he kissed me on the cheek. So I feel like it's not a proper patch, but... he did kiss me on the cheek.
No.
That's not hooking up.
Yeah, but that's still a kiss on the cheek with Shaquille O'Neal. Hello? Do you know who that is?
Hooked up with Shaq. That's what we're going with.
Yeah.
I knew this question was coming as well, Sean. I know what you're trying to do here. You're trying to get me confessed about my story about Carrie Ann Kennel. I will not release the information about me and CAC, all right? No, not me. I've got no celebrity stories at all. In saying that, I do know a bloke who hooked up with Lara Bingle. Yes.
Is it your brother-in-law?
It's
Mickey
not
Goonan from
not
MAFS?
Mickey Goonan. So there you go. That's the closest.
That's the
I've been
closest
a
you've been to
celebrity.
hooking up.
interesting.
So what you're saying is that he's got more exciting stories than you.
He said, that's the closest I've been to hooking up with a celebrity. You left the celebrity bit off. That's the closest you've been to hooking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, question number 2. Kelly from Elizabeth has said, love you guys, but I'm really curious, what was the last thing you searched on your phone? Now, I actually want your phones here because I don't trust you.
Here you go.
I don't trust you. So, Abby, can you unlock it? I can't. Now, I want to see what the last thing that... Stop deleting everything, Hayesy.
Hazy's
I'm just handing my...
All right.
Could we say that on air?
Go on, try and say it, mate.
So, Hazy's just opened up a Wikipedia page that I cannot... Giannis Did you do that on purpose? But I just found out that he was looking up chipolata sausages earlier on, and Isaac Ironman.
Isaac Lohman.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Iron Man.
I'm looking at it at a small screen.
Food doesn't surprise me with Hayesy because he loves his food. Every time I see him, he's eating.
Okay,
Well,
and it's
yeah.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Sorry.
Got you there.
Yeah. Anyway,
Moving on.
trying to stump me. Abby, this could be why you're single.
Oh,
the
boy.
latest things that Abby's looked up are Allenby Gardens SA weather, Enfield SA weather, Hove SA weather.
Because I'm married.
More
Because
essay
I'm
weather.
married to my job. The Advertiser, news.com, that's all I do. It's
Just to see what else opens
get
up.
out of it.
Ooh, she was referencing your story from before, and she's done a little bit of extra research.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It just sort of, you went down this maze of all these other sort of extra articles.
Yeah, well,
to really get on top of the
average length. Yeah, that's the article. This
That's
is
not what popped
research.
up.
It's for work. It's research.
Sure. All right,
interesting.
question number 3, and this one's come from Patrick from Parkholme.
Hey, Paddy.
He said, mine is Jackie by Joanne, but I'd like to know what your favourite guilty pleasure song is.
Ooh.
Good one.
Everyone
Okay.
knows what Jackie from Joanne.
You go first, Hazy.
I'll go first. Bang.
Our City, what a banger.
I feel like the way that I go about things, I'm not supposed to like this song. I love it.
Really?
Great
That
song.
surprises me with you.
Isn't it?
I'm surprised I didn't hear Kinder.
That song doesn't. Oh well, but that song doesn't surprise me with you for some weird reason.
Hang on. Did you take me as a bit of a Fireflies guy? Did you?
Yeah. I don't know. There's just that doesn't surprise me.
You look at this guy and go, he's definitely an Our City guy.
For me, it has to be Shania Twain. Man, I feel like a woman.
Who doesn't love that banger? Get a chair and straddle it.
I feel like it
Man,
comes on, and
I
as
feel
soon as she
like-
says the "Let's Go, Girls," you just it's like that meme. You just want to kick down a door. You're just
Yeah.
ready for it.
Just gets you in the mood, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
You ready, ladies?
Sounds so sweet. This is number
You would
2.
try and get this song in. I knew it.
I'm pushing the buttons. Yes, this beautiful bucket of vomit that is MAFS.
Might be Jodies vomit at the moment.
Yes. Episode 14 is done and dusted. A couple of key talking points as well, Abs. I know you're not a massive fan of MAFS, and I don't think anyone will admit that they are, but you watch it.
Yeah, it's like a train crash, really. You shouldn't be watching it, but you continue watching it.
I will admit I am a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
You love it, Zoe.
Yeah. I don't like to admit it, but once you're in, you're in. You're sucked in.
Yeah.
And boy, wasn't last night a big one.
No, there's a bit going on. 2 points in particular. We met a new couple, a couple by the name of Rupert and, of course,
Evelyn.
See, I can't even remember her name because all I can think about is Rupert, because Rupert is an absolute spook.
He's a peanut.
Hey, I'd like to go into a relationship, but I can't talk. So that's my problem.
Yeah, he had some issues last night, didn't he?
Oh, he sure did. Yeah. The vows were a train wreck, I think would be safe to say. He brings up his food pet peeves.
which is very interesting.
One thing you need to know about me, if you eat my ice cream, that's strike one. Sorry, not my best.
Okay.
Have to agree with Rupert on that one.
Well, yeah, I was going to say I agree with him
Andrew
there.
Hayes. I do accept the vows. I reckon about 4 times he went, sorry, not my best. Sorry, not my best. Sorry, not my best.
He was off. He was off the boat, man. He was really off. And this as well, at some stage when they were talking about, and she said, how would you pick me up if you saw me at a bar?
So if you saw me in a bar, what would be your pickup line?
I'd just say you owe me an espresso.
What? That's your pickup
It's a
line?
point of difference, yeah.
Not your best there,
Did
Rupert.
you just say that's a point of difference? I missed that last night. Wow, that does not make me want to buy you an espresso.
Shockingly, not enthused.
Yeah, shockingly, Rupert would go home alone a lot on a Saturday night.
Yeah, I can't say that's ever worked for him. Anyway.
The biggest twist for me is Jessie and Claire. So Jessie has been the villain for this whole thing, and all of a sudden it has just switched because Jessie thought that Claire was cheating on her or cheated on her with
Adam.
And she gaslit him.
Oh, she did. Not that we
Big
knew
time.
that at the time.
Oh.
Not that we knew that at the time. It's a
And
big
then-
bombshell.
Finally, she admitted last night.
Adam and I went outside. We kissed.
Oh, that is classic. I knew it, you know. That part of me was just like, have I got this wrong? Like, my suspicions were absolutely founded. And Adam, bro, what a dog.
Oh, the tables have
They
turned.
sure have freaking turned. Yeah. Do you know what I hate the most about this, though? Is I still think Jessie is low-key a little bit of a villain and he'll get the sympathy vote now.
Yeah, exactly. Will.
100%.
So my brother-in-law was Michael from a couple of seasons ago. Yes.
Oh, how could
And
we forget?
This is his story all over again. So I can't remember her name, but he reckons he didn't, but I reckon he did. Kissed some other girl, and then he was the villain for ages. And then finally, it was revealed that Stacey had slept with somebody else.
That's right.
And then he got the sympathy
and he
vote.
I gave him the sympathy vote.
That's how you do it. It's like eating too many twisties and vomiting and then keeping on eating twisties. That's what MAFS is. What a disgusting mess, which we'll keep on watching.
It's a mess.
Like getting
it's
too
an absolute
drunk.
mess.
Yeah, I'll never drink again.
Never do it again.
And then what do you do the next week?
Drink up.
Well, look at what happened to us the other Friday at our little staff shindig.
Still a little bit hungover from that one.
Oh, yeah. I'm
That's
still
okay.
never drinking again.
It's been a big fun show. We've had a lot of fun. No Jodie Oddie. She'll be back on board tomorrow. But well done, Abs.
Thank you.
Good
Thanks
stuff.
for having me. It's been lovely, but let's hope Jodie's back tomorrow.
No, well, let's embarrass you because the texts have been flooding through and they're all saying how much they've loved listening to you. So well done.
Thanks, guys.
Very good
I'll
stuff.
give you your payments later.
If she's on deck, Judge Jodie will return tomorrow. And Worst Job Wednesday, I don't know what else could be up that needs to be done, Sean. What have we got? I mean, I had to clean co-workers' cars last week.
Let me just tell you, it's festival season and those Portaloos are smelling at the moment.
Come on, mate. Bear in mind the heat as well.
This is becoming my favourite segment, I think, Worst Job Wednesday.
Great.
Putting Hayesy through his paces.
Yay.
And I'm sure the ladies listening to the show would love to see you in a Speedo again.
Yeah, okay. Covered in you-know-what. Nova's Red Room invites as well and some Lord tickets. So it's all happening tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. And thank you once again, Newsreader Abby.
Thanks so much.
All right, keep it locked. Maddie Rose going to take you through your workday. Have a good one. See you tomorrow morning.